If you're looking for a team composition of spellcaster, this might be the cheesiest and most effective strategy to overcome huge mobs from Act 1 and still be considered as OP in Act 3. This is my take on team composition, focusing on Hunger of Hadar as the primary mechanic. It is not an exaggeration to say that with such a huge radius, there are no corners, fields, intersections left for the enemies to dodge this spell. This spell could surpass Cloud Kill, a 5th level spell, which what I also be using and explain later with the same huge AoE, but Cloud Kill's casting range are so short compared to Hunger of Hadar. With 3rd level spell that comes so early, making this spell too OP for level 5 or early game tier. Another huge advantage using Hunger of Hadar until Act 3 because it causes 2 types of damages that rarely resisted or immune, Iced and Acid. This spell clearly was made for Great Old One, and Great Old One was made for spellcasting, especially Eldritch Blasting because of Mortal Reminder, causing frightened and enemies immobilized inside Hunger of Hadar. Also, we gain advantage against enemies inside Hunger of Hadar, increasing your chance of critical hit, and enabling features such as Sneak Attack because it causes magical darkness. Even enemies that have magical dark vision couldn't penetrate like these worshippers of Shar, and it also affects big bad bosses that I don't know if this is a bug or not because I don't think this was possible. Be cautious. Enemies can jump directly to you to escape and immediately target your spellcaster, possibly breaking your concentration. Having high initiative is necessary. You can immediately set your battlefield. Also, beware of enemies outside Hunger of Hadar. Ensure you position yourself well. If you're too close, they might still target you before they enter the area. Let me break down the builds for you. First up, for the first build, you might think this is just straight up sword luck, which you could, but in reality, my party exists on Hunger of Hadar caster, Frostpel caster, and 2 tanks, so I cannot afford 1 more party members to be an archer. This is completely optional and you can go this route or you can go my build, which what I will be explained in a second. So I would take 1 level of fighter for con-save proficiency and archery fighting style. Yes, we are switching between Eldritch Blasting and using Arrow of Many Targets, which we can get it on Act 2. It would make so much difference when Arrow of Many Targets hit more than 3 critical hits rather than 3 beams of Eldritch Blast. Next multiclass is obviously 5 levels of Gulag, then 6 level of Swordsbar for 2 weapon fighting since we'll be using hand crossbow bonus action attack. Also, we get 3 level 3 spell slots for Hunger of Hadar and Glyph of Warding as an alternative. You could do 6 level of Ranger instead. Essential items include the hat and gloves of archery, Powden Rope, and Spine Shatter amulets to maximize your archery and Eldritch Blasting. To increase your chance of critical hits, knives that enhance critical chances, and an elixir of viciousness. You can use Risky Ring to gain advantage if you prefer, but it is risky as written on its name since advantage on con saving throw is necessary. Speaking of concentration, be cautious, or consider using Transmutation Stone from another character or a hero. Next up, the builds or mechanics that helps keeping your enemies inside Hunger of Hadar is Ice Storm, which will prone enemies attempting to escape the area. Go full sorcerer and use Cloud Kill for concentration spell for additional extra damage, or concentrate on haste to other party members if you prefer. On your turn, cast Cloud Kill, and quicken spell Ice Storm. Lastly, complete this strategy with a tank using Spirit Guardian combined with the Polar Master and Sentinel feats. This setup ensures that enemies on the edge of Hunger of HADAR take damage and cannot move, allowing you to Eldritch Blast them into the center. I need two of them to cut off any possible chances of melee enemies trying to approach, even with Reverberation build. This is why I don't do a Sorlock build. Lethal powers like Black Hole also complement this strategy perfectly. If your setup succeeds and completes, sit back and relax and enjoy watching your enemies shiver and melt in the darkness. Enjoy your meal, take a drink, and maybe watch some anime while you revel in your triumph. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested, let me know if you'd like a breakdown of other builds mentioned in this video.
Forever dauntless. Let's have some fun. This feels good.
End this. On my way.
That comes easy these days. What path lies before me? Forever dauntless. Still breathing, despite everything. Let's turn someone inside out. Still on my feet. Battle favors the fearless. It is ever easy. Let's have some fun. Well, so much for peace. I'll take that. Battle favors the fearless. Well, that's dealt with. But she wasn't the one pulling the strings here.